Hello friends, happy Saturday. All right, let me get you guys situated and then we'll get started. But hello, I've missed you all. I feel like I take like one day off and then I'm like, I miss going live. I just love hanging out with you guys. So I'm gonna post my shopping link, cast video to your TV to enjoy it on a bigger screen. Oh, that's pretty nice. Did you guys know you could do that? Okay, so I went ahead and pinned my shopping link right here in the comments. There's like all these fancy new buttons now. I guess those have always been there. Sorry, distraction. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, I went ahead and I pinned my shopping link right here in the comments. Usually I just pin my shopping link to the makeup, but I decided I linked my dress there. I also linked my beaded bracelets. I linked my Instagram. I linked where you can find the rest of the outfit details, like my stack and like all the things. I'll upload a photo there of my outfit. And then I also linked, if you want to subscribe to my text notifications, I linked how to do that there as well. So if you haven't yet done any of those, make sure you do so. If you could do me a big, fat, gigantic solid right now, big favor, asking big favors. If you could click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner, if you're part of any groups, any pages, if you know anyone who loves makeup, if you can share this to your page, if you can invite your friends to watch, I would be so appreciative. So yeah, if you could click that little button there. And then in the top right-hand corner, if you see these three little dots up here, you should be able to click those dots and it'll ask you if you want to turn on live notifications. You're going to say yes. And that way Facebook just sends you a little alert to your Facebook app. It's not going to like bother you and just tell you when I'm live. So make sure that you do that as well. Melinda, try to work in my connect. Message me and I'll help you. I got you, girl. But I'm going to say this probably 50 million times during this live, but I love to stress this. I am here to help you guys. If you need any help with makeup, skincare, hair care, you name it, message me and I can give you a recommendation. I can help walk you through it. If you need anything, just holla at your girl. So like I said, pinned right here is going to be all the makeup that I'm about to use. And then right after I get off of this live, I'm actually going to hop right back on and then do my hair with you guys. And you guys, my hair is finally long enough to be able to wear my extensions. I put it in today, or like I put them in my extensions to see if they were like gonna work. It's my roots are a little bit dark, but I think we can make it work. So if you want to see how, let me grab one. If you want to see how I'm going to put in my extensions, make sure you tune in, same place right here on Facebook. I'm going to put these in after I put my makeup on. Thank you. It's actually a dress. Thought it was so cute for springtime, summertime. It'd be a really cute beach cover up too, but I'll give you guys all the outfit details over on my Instagram. I'm actually going to also do a try on haul with one of my favorite boutiques, and this is like not like a small mom pop boutique. I'm so excited. Since I've like been blogging, I've been like, there's certain like companies that I've always wanted to work with, like dream collaborations kind of thing, and I'm really excited because one of them, it's called Pink Lily. That's where this dress is from. They sent me a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna do that collaboration or do that try on with you guys on Instagram stories today, and they sent a bunch of really cute stuff. I'm excited to share with you guys, and I just looked at it all. It's all in stock, all sizes. It's awesome. Yay, hi Kristen. It's actually not that warm, to be honest. I have a jean jacket I was going to throw on if I had to go outside. But let's be real, we're getting ready just to hang around the house. But it will be warm eventually, and when it is, I will rock this dress. Let it be known. All right, so now we're going to get started. So I labeled this live tutorial my faves because we're going to do all of my preferences. We're going to do my favorite foundation routine. We're going to do my favorite concealer, all the things. I know, right, Kristen? I'm so excited to share what they sent. What's the best way to apply stick foundation for the fullest coverage? I would recommend the Kabuki brush and also the blending bud for applying the stick foundation. Oh, thanks, Karina. I try not to be snooty. Are you wearing beads Moonstones. Ooh, good question, Diana. I'll be 100% authentic and real with you guys if I don't know something. I know nothing about beads. I don't. I know that they have amazing healing properties to them. I know that they're really good for your immune system, your hormonal levels, your skin, all the things. The beads that I am wearing are like real. They're legit. They're from Bombshell Beads. I linked her here in the description and the comments here, and left you guys my coupon code to save from her website. The one I'm wearing is part of the Emily collection, if you want to check it out. But she's actually a good friend of mine, and she struggles with anxiety and just like a few other small things, and she created this collection for women who just to like level everything out, which is really, really cool. So that is on the description. Your extensions were cut by your hairdresser. Yes, exactly. To blend with your hair. Precisely, Pamela. I got the Lange 14-inch 3-set platinum blonde collection, or extension set collection. And then I took them into my hairdresser, and then we washed them with purple shampoo to make them match my like blonde better. And then she put them in, and then she trimmed them. She cut them dry, and she used just like scissors, and she like cut upwards like this to make it like blend, because my hair like goes from like shorter to longer like that. What's that called? A-line or something like that. So that's what we did with my extensions. I don't ever use extensions in the back, because if I'm going to be 100% honest, I usually only wear them when I'm wearing a hat, just to give my hair extra length. That's not true. I do wear them sometimes when I'm like wanting a lot more volume, but I have tried lots of foundation, and all they do is make my face cakey. Stacy, message me. I got you. I was in that same boat. I always thought it was me. I always thought like when I would put on these foundations and they'd look really cakey or dry or just bleh, I was like, gosh, I hate my skin. I always blamed it on myself, and it wasn't myself. It was the product I was using, and half the time, if I'm going to be honest, it was like cheap stuff I picked up at Walmart that I was like, this'll match. And it was never like, it never made me feel good. You know what I mean? So send me a selfie facing a window, and I'll give you a recommendation on what products to use for you. Pinkly, I think, does carry plus sizes, if I remember correctly. All right, so that was like 4 drops of my Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace all over, and I applied it with my powder concealer brush, which is my favorite way for applying the liquid at first. So I like to like evenly distribute it all over. And then I love to just take a little bit more and then just squirt it or drop it on my finger. And then I like to tap this around my face like this, because 1, it's going to give me even more coverage, and then 2, I'm going to use the blending buds. So let's talk full coverage. How to get full coverage is not something that you're just going to like use a foundation and pop it on and be like, oh, full coverage. It is going to take, so for me, for example, I use a pre-makeup routine, which I really, really swear by, which is, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know what it is, because I swear by this, you guys. So it's these 2 products. So I use the setting spray first. I spray it all over my face. I let that dry, and then I go in with my mattifying face primer. This primer, you guys, I have never seen my foundation look this smooth or last this long or look this full coverage. I'm telling you, this primer is the business. It's so good. So when I first started using it, I thought, you know what, this is only for oily skin. Only oily skin people can use this. It's going to dry you out if you have dry skin. But the more I've been using it and the more that I've been playing with it, I've come to realize that it's really for everybody. It just depends. Hold on, I got it like a fuzz. Come on. There we go. It's really for everybody, especially if you have large pores, fine lines, a lot of wrinkles, or have oily skin. But even if you don't have those things, it's still gonna bump up the coverage on your makeup, because there is a blurring property in the primer, which helps to kind of, it like adds this layer over your skin that just blurs imperfections and blurs your pores. No, I haven't done my nails yet. They're so bad. I ordered a UV light from Amazon. I'm waiting for that to get here, because I cannot rock just naked nails. I've had these acrylics on for 6 years. I've gone in every 3 weeks to get a fill. That's it. So I haven't seen my nails since before I had kids. So I'm scared. I'm so scared. But I'm going to take you guys along with me while I do it on my Instagram stories. So if you're not following me there, make sure you do so. And then to see the stories, I get a lot of questions on this. Apparently it's not like a very known thing. I assumed it was. If you want to see the stories, you'll go to my Instagram, Rhea Hope, and then you'll click on my profile picture on Instagram and my stories will just start to play. Yes, the blending bud is damp. Exactly. Just said that they don't offer free shipping after a certain amount. We do, Vanessa. $100. $100 and it's free shipping. Wait, use liquid first, then nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about pre-makeup routine. Squirrel. Okay, so spray your setting spray, then primer, then the mattifying face primer, then setting spray. Setting spray, primer, setting spray. Just like that. And I swear by that routine, you guys. It makes it so much more full coverage. And then another thing, too, is make sure you squeeze this topper and shake the heck out of your bottle. The more you shake, the more mixed up the liquid's going to get and the more full coverage it's going to get. And then you could also always mix in with your foundation, either a concealer or a BB cream. You can mix those two together and apply if you want really full coverage and very hydrating coverage. Okay, so now I'm going to use my concealer. I've been using my stick foundation as concealer lately, but I noticed that my concealer in the shade Organza was finally back in stock. Praise the Lord. So I'm going to use that today. I really, really love our concealer because it's very opaque, meaning you can't see through it, and it gives you even more full coverage on your under eye. So if you have any like trouble spots, like if you struggle with covering acne scars or dark circles or whatever, this concealer is what you're gonna want. It's so good. So I apply like a pea-sized amount, like a dime, not even dime size, like a pinprick amount. And then you're gonna use the damp blending buds again by Unique, and then you're gonna blend this in. But look how much more full coverage my under eyes look. Isn't that amazing? And it blends out really, really nice. I love the consistency of it. It's so good. And it's not drying, so it's not gonna make your under eyes crack. And like I said, you're gonna use your blending bud to apply. These blending buds are by Unique, and they really do make a very big difference in how, like, the outcome of your foundation, because they're made from like a different material. I like to compare them to kind of like a wetsuit material, but they don't soak up the makeup, and they're very they're dense in the best way possible. They don't, like I said, they don't soak up the makeup, but they make everything look super duper smooth. It's really, really good. Is the back in scarlet? Oh, is it back in scarlet? I think so. I think when I was looking on there, I thought they were all back in stock. I would check it out though. Go on my website, rheahopebeauty.com, and check it out. Yes, my dress, I pinned the link in the comments and the description. These two spots. Okay, so now we're going to set everything so everything stays in place all day. So I'm going to take my dirty, don't judge, beauty blender by Real Techniques. I love it because it's flat. And then I'm going to take my setting spray and I'm going to mist that on there. And then now I'm going to take my Touch Behold translucent setting powder and I'm going to bake with this product. So what baking is it's just taking a lot of setting powder and applying it all over your skin or wherever you're really oily. It soaks up any oil or any sweat or anything from the environment, like if you were cooking or if it's really humid outside, it's going to absorb all of that. So instead of it making your makeup melt or rub or just disappear, it's going to hold on to that. So it's a really great product. My only warning sign for this would be if you have really dry skin. If you have really dry skin, it will make you a little bit drier. So just keep that in mind. So maybe if you are going to use it this way, make sure that you have the rose water from Unique to spritz over that to add a little bit of hydration back to your makeup. Yay, Erica, I'm so glad. All concealers are back. Hallelujah. It's good. It's like a... Here, hold on, let me stand up. It's like goes above my knee. That's really cute, really flowy. I'm wearing a medium in it. Can you bake at 43? Heck yeah, you can. It doesn't, makeup has no age boundary. I know a lot of stigma goes with that, like, oh, I'm 50, I can't highlight. That is so not true. Like, what makeup does is I feel like it just complements the already beauty there. You know what I mean? And it's fun. It makes you feel beautiful. There's nothing wrong with baking or highlighting or blush or doing your brows or whatever at any age. I hate people saying that, like, oh, I can't do this because I'm this age. That is not true. We have one life, and live your life. Live your best life. Yay, I'm so excited for you. What kind of UV light did you purchase? I just typed it on Amazon. UV gel nail light, I think I typed. And the one popped up, and that's the one I grabbed. It was like $36. Okay, so now that our foundation is completely done, now I'm going to set it a little bit more and just bump up the coverage. So another product that I really love using is this guy. This is the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, and this is going to be in the shade Scarlet, but you can do this in the shade Organza, which is in stock. I'm going to take my dry blending bud, and I'm just going to press this product underneath my under eye. What this does for me is it really, really highlights it, but it also helps to give a little bit of support from my under eye, so it's going to look tighter, more youthful, and prevent under eye creasing. So I just kind of press it underneath, and like I said, you could do this with the shade Organza, which is in stock. Has very slight pink undertones to it, which is nice for your under eye. Pink undertones hides dark circles the best. I've had really, really, really severe bad dark circles pretty much my entire life. So I've come to realize what colors kind of cancel that out the best. And if you're that way, you're going to want the shade Organza in the concealer and the pressed powder for your under eye. I'm telling you, it's so, so good. Happy birthday, Carol. Could you do a highlight and contour tutorial for mature skin? I've actually done my mom's makeup, and I highlighted and contoured on her, and she looked stunning. Her face looked super, sounds weird, but her face looked very, like, tight. It looked really good on her. And I have that tutorial saved on my YouTube channel and here on my Facebook page. So if you go to my Rhea Hope page, I believe there's a search bar, and you could type in mature skin, and same with my YouTube channel, Rhea Hope. Under eyes, around my lips and nose, and creases. Yeah, so you can definitely set those areas as well. What do you dampen your blending bed with? I just use water, but if you're really dry, you can use rose water. With baking, aren't you supposed to wait? You don't have to wait. It's all personal preference. So for me, if I wait, it dries my skin out too much, and then it really accentuates my under eye lines. So I pop it on just long enough for it to kind of like seep in a little bit, and then I use the fan brush to sweep away any excess. So there is product still there, but just not as much. So it all depends on you. So I recommend to always try it both ways. Try leaving it on for the extended amount of time. Try only a second. Try using less product. There's nothing wrong with trying it a few different ways to see what looks the best. So that's what I did when I first started using that product. I would, the first time I used it with a brush, and I just kind of dusted it on my under eye. It looked terrible. It looked really, really like patchy. And I was like, oh, this product sucks. And then I kept seeing people use it. I'm like, it looks so good on them. What am I doing wrong? So then I tried it. I tried the baking way. I popped the cap off and I put a lot on. And then I let it sit for a really long time while I did everything else. And then I swept it away, and then it looked so dry. I'm like, oh my God, no. That doesn't work. So again, put the product to the side. And then I watched another tutorial where I saw the girl sweep it off right away. I'm like, I wonder if I'm leaving it on too long. So then I put it on, swept it off right away. Ba-boom. There you go, light bulb. So like I said, trial and error. Makeup sometimes, a lot of times, you're going to use it once and be like, oh, this is not what I intended. Don't give up. Try it a different way. Try it with a different brush. Spray it. Use it dry. I don't care. Like, kind of mix it up. The hydrating primer, yes, is out of stock until I believe the 29th. But the Glorious Face Primer is still very hydrating if you have dry skin. Finally ordered the brush you're using. Yay! If you need the link to this, just message me. Okay, so for what I'm using now, this is the same product, the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder, but this is in the shade Taffeta. So it's like my true shade, and I just use that all over to even out my coverage and to make everything just look super blended and very soft on my skin. It also is going to help to hold everything in a place as well, but it's really like the porcelain doll finished. No, I haven't heard what they're replacing it with. I also wonder if you have tried the highlight contour palette on live. I personally don't really like the contour palette, so no. I don't like a cream contour because I have oily skin, so cream just like accentuates my oils. I use taffeta spray. What is the best powder to use besides translucent? You'll want the pressed powder that I just used in the shade Taffeta as well, Candy. All right, so now we're going to contour. So I'm going to use my beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa, and I'm going to start at the top of the ear and work to the corner of the mouth with my tapered blusher brush. This brush is also on sale on the Kudos, which I don't think I even mentioned what the Kudos is. If you haven't seen one of my tutorials before, we have like a monthly deal. Every month it's something different. This month it's a killer deal. You get any primer, you get any foundation, and you get any brush at a discount. So, like I said, if you have been wanting to try this foundation or been just trying to find a foundation that looks good on your skin or works with your skin, message me and I can give you a recommendation on which product, because we have lots of different foundations to choose from. We have the BB Flawless, stick, liquid, loose powder, pressed powder, so many options. So shoot me a DM or a message today or an email or whatever. Just get a hold of me and send me a selfie facing window and I can give you that recommendation on what products to grab. Okay, so for this contour, I love to just pop this in the hollows of my cheek, and I love a bold contour, so I'll go over it a few times to make it look really, not dark, but just like more intense. But if you wanted something more subtle, you could absolutely achieve that by just using less product. And as you see, I'm just kind of taking it from the top of the ear to the mouth, and I'm stopping 2 finger lengths away from the mouth and like 2 finger lengths away from the jawline. And then I'm taking it around the jawline like this, and this is really going to kind of give your jaw structure look really pretty. And then, as you saw my forehead, I just kind of followed the natural hairline, and I stopped where my eyebrows were. And this just really kind of warms up your complexion, gives you this really pretty sun-kissed kind of glow. Thank you, Phyllis. And then for your nose, you're just going to squeeze the brush and run it down the sides. Like so, and I always do the bottom, and then I always do underneath the lip. Gives you more pouty, that more pouty look. But wherever you put a contour is going to recede, so it's going to look thinner. So it's a perfect way for losing the quarantine 15 in like 5 seconds. And again, this brush is on sale on the Kudos, because you get to choose any facial brush, which is so rad. All right, so now for blush, we're going to use the pressed blush in the shade Sisterly, and this is by far, hands down, 1001% my favorite blush color because of how just subtle and soft it is, and it gives you this really, really pretty, just very slight glow to your skin, so it just gives you that dewy finish. Isn't that so pretty? So it's not like intense, doesn't look like, oh, nice blush. It just simply gives you that really nice flushed color. And so we're using it on the blusher brush, also by Unique. I love it because it's fluffy and it's angled, and you're just gonna tap, tap, tap. Apple of the cheek, working up to the hairline and sticking closer to the bronzer. And when I use my blush, I always, and I do this same thing with my bronzer as well, I tap it in the product and swirl in the cap because it's gonna separate that pigment on there. This blush color is called Sisterly. It's constantly selling out because it's one of those blushes that just looks good on everyone's skin tone, skin type, age, doesn't matter. It looks so, so pretty. It's so soft on the skin. Newfoundland, awesome. Hi. Would it work for my content? Hey, have you seen those YouTube videos where people contour like abs? So maybe. Okay, so now for highlight, I want a really poppin' highlight today. So I'm going to use my Touch of Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous, and this is one of my favorite colors. Look at that pretty bronzy glow. And then I'm just going to press this on the highest parts of my cheekbone. And what this does, and I kind of take it onto like the apple of my cheek as well. So just like this area. This is going to give you that really pretty glowy finish, and it's also, if you have oily skin but you still love that dewy finish, this is a perfect product for achieving that because it gives you the dewy finish without making you feel oily or heavy. So I'm going to wipe off that. And then now I'm going to take it with the same product, the Touch of Mode Luminizer, but this is in the shade Lustrous, same shade, but it's the powder form. And then I just take it on a fluffy brush. This is by Stilazzi. It's a tapered cheek 510 brush. Any fluffy brush would do for this step. I'll tell you guys, like, you need this brush. For this step, you can use any brush. It does not matter. You can even use the fan brush that Unique has. And then I'm just going to take this and then just apply just like this right on top. Kind of press, sweep, swipe, doesn't matter. Just get that product on there and see how it really begins to make that highlight very glowy. It just kind of intensifies it. But I love, 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 love this product. So again, that was the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous. Color press powder for olive complexion. Linda, send me a selfie facing a window and I can color match you. But my first guess would be eyelet. But again, that's a guess because you could be a few different colors. Sisterly, exactly. The self-tanner I use is from a company called Glow Pro. Message me and I can give you the link to it in my coupon code. Do you bleach your own hair? No, my stylist does it. She does the bleach and the toner, but then I use some Launch products to really like take it up a notch and get it to be like really icy and platinum. Message me and I can give you my hair regimen that I use. All right, so my face is completely done now, and now I'm going to comb through my brows to get any product out of there, and then I'm going to comb through my eyelashes to get any foundation out, and also to comb my eyelashes all going in the same direction, so when I do go in with my mascara, it doesn't have to like try to comb out my lashes. I don't know where the southern accent comes from. Doesn't have to comb through the lashes, it can simply just put on the mascara. I linked my dress in the caption and the in both places, down here and up here. It'll say like dress and then the link. Best tanner ever. I know, it's so good. It's called Glow Pro. I use the 10% mousse and then I use the extending lotion. But message me and I can give you the link. My coupon code is Rhea15 for their company. Glow Pro. Is your self tanner a spray or lotion? It's a mousse and then they have a lotion as well. Yeah, Glow Pro. And then my coupon code is Rhea15. Or no, it's not. It's Rhea. Just Rhea. Just placed an order. Can't wait to try products. Yay! I'm so excited. Message me if you need any recommendations. All right, so now for brows. We're going to use the Brow Obsession palette in the shade Brunette. And the key, you have to have this brush. You have to. If you're having this product, you have to have this brush. This is called the Brow Artist Brush. And this is called the Brow Obsession palette. These two, don't split them up, they're BFFs. So we're going to take the angled side first, and I kind of did it down here, but I just took it in on both sides in the pomade, and then I just took it on both sides into the powder, and then kind of pressed the base of it in the powder as well. And then now where my tear duct is, I go straight up. That's kind of where I know where to cap off my eyebrow. So I just kind of very slightly press it there, and then I will very slightly press it on the top, and very slightly press it on the bottom, just like that, to kind of give my brow the shape that I want. Cheeks are fat, how to contour. You're going to want the tapered blusher brush, Jessica, and the beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa. The concealer I used was the shade Organza. Did not use your coupon code? Oh, shoot. No, with Unique I don't have a coupon code, but with Glow Pro I do, if that's what you're asking. With the eyebrows, when I put brow pencil, it's picking up the foundation. Am I not brushing them out enough? So I would brush them out a little bit more, Janae. Sorry. Brush them out with the Lash Brow Comb, and you could be pressing too hard. Try to press a little bit softer. Can you help with my thin hair to give it more volume? Yes, absolutely. Message me, and I can give you a little hair regimen on what to use. All right, so now I'm just going to, once you kind of give your brows that shape, then I'm just going to fill them in. I mean, it's just like coloring in the lines. It's exactly what we're doing. Just like that. Hello from Maine. Awesome. I already did one. But like I said before, if you guys need any help with anything, hair, makeup, skincare, message me and I can give you a recommendation on products to use. But everything I'm using makeup-wise is available on my website right there, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then there is a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you could just return it for your money back as well. Which I love, 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 love our return policy. My horseshoe necklace is from a company called Amy Waltz Designs. Message me and I can give you the link to it with my coupon code for her. But I'm going to go ahead and link my outfit on Instagram. So if you just want to wait like 30 more minutes, I'll hop on my Instagram story and give you guys full outfit details. Hello from North Carolina. Hello. When you pop on, make sure that you let me know where you're watching from, and then also click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. I would so appreciate that. We're almost done with our brows, and then we're going to do a really pretty kind of easy, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's going to be a pretty eye look. Very subtle. Kind of more browns, perfect for blue eyes and gray eyes. Or like the blue hazel color. Okay, so brows are done. And now let's do our eyeliner in the shade Perfect. And I always apply this on my waterlines just to make my lashes look a little bit more fuller at the base. But I love this eyeliner because it doesn't build up in your tear duct. It simply just stays put, and it's super creamy, so it glides on. And you can use it for any eyeliner needs. You could do it on the eyelid, which I did the other day. I love it just personally on the waterline. Powder concealer brush, yes, that's how I apply my foundation. And then I did the what did I do? And then the blending buds. Okay, so now for eyes, I'm going to start with this palette right here. These colors are Visionary, Nonsensical, Gentle, and Gingerly. And I'm going to take the shade Gingerly first, and this is going to be like our base color. So whenever you're doing your eyeshadow, you always want to start with the base color or the crease color because it's going to really you're kind of like setting the tone for your eye look. So I love this color. It's more of like a caramel brown. It's very pretty by itself. It pretty much goes with every single eye color. So if you're looking for like one color to get, definitely grab this one, which again is the shade Gingerly. And I'm applying it with the fluffy crease brush. I can't remember if this is in stock right now, but if it is, definitely snag it. I have 3 of them. They are the best brushes in the history of blushes. They last for so long. I've had all of my unique makeup brushes for 4 years, and I've never had to replace a single one. That's how good they are. The only thing I replace are my blending buds, and I replace these like every 18 months, which is not bad. So for hooded eyes, I always recommend kind of brighter, more champagne colors to really draw the attention to the eyes and make it look a little bit bigger. So for hooded, smaller eyes, I really love the liquid eyeshadows in the shade Businesslike and Reverent. Hello from New York. Does the eyeliner run? Does not run. What makeup line are you using? Pat, I'm using it right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. That's where you can find and purchase anything I'm using. And if you need any recommendations, feel free to message me. Yay, it's in stock. Oh my God, grab it. So good. All right, so that was it. I'm just going to kind of create a base there with that. Actually, I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to grab Nonsensical, which is this darker kind of more, it's like a, what color do I want to call it? Kind of like a reddish brown. And I'm just going to take this in the outside corner. So I'm just following the lash line, and then I'm going to sweep a little bit upward. So kind of this V is what we're keeping in mind. And I'm just going to do this just to create a little bit of depth. So I love to do the outside corner before I do my lid color because it works smarter, not harder. So same thing down here. And I love to use the fluffy crease brush, the one I'm using right now, for both of these steps because it's honestly the perfect amount of taper, the perfect amount of fluff. It's so good. And it's perfect if you have really small eyes. I have like really big eyes, but eyelid space I don't have a lot of. So I don't like to use like very big brushes. I really love our blending brush, but even that's a little too big for my eye for applying makeup. I like to use that for blending, but the fluffy crease brush, I'm telling you guys, is the best brush in the history of brushes. Happy Easter. I know. Can you believe Easter's tomorrow? I'm like really sad about it, actually. I wish that we could have an Easter. Okay, so now for our lid color, I'm going to use the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Overt. This is a matte brown. It's extremely easy to use. We're just going to apply this on the lid, just like that. I'm not going to take it like all over the place. And then now I'm going to take my cream brush and I'm just going to start blending this out just like so. And these these liquid eyeshadows, you guys, are honestly the best product ever, especially if you have hooded eyes, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your eyes. This is an amazing product because it doesn't crease, it doesn't smudge, and it's extremely easy to blend. So no skill involved. So I just applied it on just this front part of my eye, and then I took my cream brush and I just blended that out into the crease and then into the outer corner, just like that. So relaxing in here. Oh, thank you. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mary. Yes, Reverent is definitely one of my favorites because it gives you a really nice pop. All right, so I'm not going back in. I know, me too, Janice. We plan on hiding the Easter eggs around the house, so when they wake up, they can hunt them down. But we always do that, actually, even if we couldn't go outside. Okay, so now, same thing. I kind of applied it just in the front part, and then now I'm going to take the cream brush again, and now I'm just going to blend this out. But this is such an easy product to use, and it's so pretty. So this color is matte, but there are metallic colors. And when I say metallic, I'm not saying that there's glitter at all. There's no shimmer, like it's not gonna fall out all over the place. It just simply gives your eyes this really pretty, like reflective glow. So it's very, very pretty. All right, so let's make sure that this is really well blended in this corner. There's nothing worse than when it looks like it's stamped on. All right, and that is it with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Overt. And now I'm going to take two products. I'm going to take the shade Gentle, which I'm not sure if this one's in stock, but if it's not, you could use the shade Optimistic, which would do the same thing. I just had this one in the case. I'm going to pop this on the inner corner of both eyes just to give my eyes a little bit of lift and a little bit of flare. Just like that. And then now I'm going to take my liner shader brush and I'm going to take the shader side and I'm going to tap it inside the shade Visionary, which is this really pretty metallic kind of goldy color. And I'm just going to press this at the base of the eye right here and then just the center. Very gently, just like that. See how it just kind of gives you this really pretty kind of glowy, goldy vibe? Same thing down here. Along the lashes and then just up. So we still have like the dark on either side. Just like that. And then now I'm going to take the liner side. This brush is the best because you get both sides. And I'm going to tap it in Nonsensical and then we're going to drag this underneath the lower lash line. And this is just going to complete the whole makeup look and really just kind of bring it together. Just like this. So the colors in this palette go Gingerly, Visionary, Nonsensical, Gingerly, Gentle, Nonsensical, Visionary are the colors. And with the quad palettes, you guys, you get to pick all your own colors. So if you wanted to build a quad, meaning like 4 colors, you can choose all 4 of them at a discount. Otherwise, you can buy them by themselves. You can buy them without a case for $12 or with a little case for $14. So really, really affordable. The last color on this side is Visionary. Do you take your jewelry off at night? I do. Everything but my wedding ring. And these earrings. I always have those ones in. My dad was the best egg hider. Oh. Do you always use the cream shadow brush for the liquid? I do. I really like how dense it is. I feel like it applies it the best or like blends it out the best without removing the product. But I actually used the fluffy crease brush the other day on them and I really loved the outcome of that too. So there's no wrong way to do it. I've also used my finger to apply them too. All right, so I think we're done. Now I'm just going to take my fluffy crease brush and dip it into Gingerly one more time and just very light-handedly kind of sweep this over just to kind of blend it out. And then this is the blending brush that I was talking about with Unique. That's a really great brush. It's just a little too large for my eye, but I like to take this to just kind of soften this outside corner up just so it looks really melted into the skin, doesn't look like you got punched in the eye. So just like that, and you'll just, there's nothing on this brush. Just kind of go back and forth like that. All right, so now we're gonna set our makeup and then do our lashes, and then I'm gonna show you this lip look that looks good on everyone. Everybody. If only had one liquid shadow and I love it. Yeah, liquid shadow's so good. For hazel eyes, pinks look really, really pretty on hazel eyes. I actually did a pink eyeshadow tutorial on that yesterday, but the day before. But if you're not sure what eyeshadows to get, just message me and I can give you a recommendation on what colors to grab. Okay, so now that our setting spray is done, pretty dry, telling you guys this really is an important step with your makeup. If you're not setting your makeup, you are doing yourself an injustice. It makes such a big difference. It takes away the makeup-y look, the powdery look. It helps all the product to last in place all day. It helps to prevent transferring, adds moisture into the skin. It's so good. So definitely make sure you set your makeup with the setting spray. And that's the product that I use before I put on any makeup as well. So I always do setting spray, primer, setting spray. So I actually use it 4 times in my routine because I also spray it on my blending bed before I bake. So it's probably my most used product actually during a makeup tutorial. Okay, so now for lashes, I'm using the Lash primer, which actually, you guys, this just won a bunch of awards with some like cosmetology magazine for its hydrating and its length and volume adding properties or whatever they said. But it really does make your lashes longer, fuller, and it helps to hydrate them. So I always use that product first, and then now I'm going in with the 4D mascara. This is such a rad mascara, you guys. It's one step, so it's just the one product, but it comes with fibers and gel infused in it. Has 2 bristles on here, has a large and a small. So as you're applying, it's coating your lashes with those fibers, giving your lashes even more length and volume. So your lashes aren't looking like spider legs, and they're not looking so like clumped together. It's like the best, I'm telling you, of both worlds. So 4D mascara goes on top, and I go from the base of the lash and all the way up. And then I kind of work in quadrants of my eyes. So I'll go focus on the inner corner, focus on the outer corner, focus on the middle, and then I always coat the backs. Just like this. And then I swear I'm blinking when you're putting on your mascara. Kind of blink onto it. It forces your lashes down onto it. And then you can do as many coats of this as you want. If you wanted it to be really bold, you could do a few coats. If you wanted it to be very subtle, you could do 1, but I love that this is a buildable mascara. It doesn't look clumpy or like yucky the more you put more on. All right, so just like that. Perfect. And then now I'm going to do this lip look. So like I said, this is like the lip look that looks good on everyone for every single day, any occasion, you name it. I'm redhead with pink undertones. I use organza. What summer shade should I use? Patty Lace would be your summer color for the liquid. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? What can you do to the 4D to help it not dry out? Mine dried out. Interesting. Make sure that you're screwing it on really well, and then also make sure that you're combing through your lashes before you apply it. You could be having like powders and foundations that are like laying on your lashes that you don't even realize are there, and then when you're putting on your mascara, it's getting kind of mixed, and that will dry out the product. So make sure you're combing through your lashes. That would be my tip. Yeah, I have hazel eyes and the eyeshadow gingerly picks up flakes of my gold. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Okay, so now we are going to use our lip liner in the shade Prudent. And this is my favorite color because it's like the same color as my lips. And I love our lip liners because one, they're only $15. They're creamy. They're matte, they glide on, they stay in place all day. They help them make the lipstick prevent from transferring or smudging or bleeding. They do so much. But I love this color. All right, so gonna just line our lips with this. And then I like to kind of fill in or like feather in a little bit because these are smudge proof, so they really hold on to everything. So now I'm going to take the liquid lipstick in the shade Sublime. So this is the color that looks good on everybody. It's this like peachy, pinky, everyday nude color. Doesn't wash you out, doesn't look too dark or too intense that your friends are like, ooh, lipstick, huh? But it's just a really great color. And what I love about it too is that these liquid lipsticks are matte, but they're not drying, they're not pulling, they don't flake. They stay creamy and hydrating like this. And they have a really great hold for being just like a regular liquid lipstick, especially if you line your lips underneath. So that's it with it being matte, but now I am going to add just a little bit of gloss to the top just to kind of change the color up a little bit, and then also to add just like a glossy finish, which I always think is really pretty. So I'm going to take the lip gloss in the shade Luxe, and I'm going to pop that right on top. Just like so. And these lip glosses, you guys, are only $15. Such a good deal. And they have a little touch-up mirror coming with them too. But, ta-da! That's the makeup look. Oh, I love it. This is like one of my favorite eye looks for sure. Do those matte liquid lipsticks show the lines in your lips? They do not. Liquid lipsticks that do that are like too drying for your lips. So these liquid lipsticks aren't drying. Black liner, make your blue eyes pop. Yes, I agree. The lip colors are lip liner in Prudent, liquid lipstick in Sublime, and lip gloss in Luxe is what I have on today. Do you like that one better than Subtle? So Subtle, the difference between Subtle and Sublime is more like peachy and Subtle is more nude. So it just depends what like preference you want with like the lip outcome. Hello, Josiah and Jeremiah. That's so cute. I love watching your makeup. Thank you. What color is which one, Elizabeth? Yes, don't pump the mascara. That will also help to not dry it out. Yes, if I don't eat or drink anything for like 5 minutes, my lips will literally last like this for probably 6 hours. If then I eat something, it'll look a little bit faded, but it will still stay like this. The gloss obviously will be the first thing that it will transfer off because it's a lip gloss, but these products will stay on my lips all day long, like at least 8 hours without having to touch it up with eating and drinking things, unless you're eating something really greasy like a cheeseburger or pizza. That's the only time I've ever noticed that I have to like completely reapply my lipstick. The eyeshadow I used was liquid eyeshadow in the shade Overt, and then the pressed eyeshadow palette, the quad that I did, was Gingerly, Gentle, Nonsensical, and Visionary were the colors. But I'll put the full product list in the comments after I get off. And so make sure you comment something, hi, hello, an emoji, whatever. That way Facebook will alert you when I comment, and then it'll be the product list. And you can always message me if you guys have any questions or need any help. Find me over on Instagram, Rhea Hope, and I'll give you the link to my necklace with the code to save you guys money. Deep olive skin and matte liquid lipstick. Sublime, I'm telling you, looks good on everyone's skin tone. It looks so, so pretty. The shade Subtle would look really pretty too. The shade Sympathetic would look really pretty. But message me and I can give you recommendations. Donna, message me and I'll tell you what eyeshadows to grab. So just shoot me a message. If you're not sure how to message me, you can tap on my face. A description window will pop down and you'll tap on my name. That will take you to my Facebook page. And you'll look for either a little box with a squiggly line in it, or you'll look for the message area. So just send me a message and I can give you a recommendation. And then, like I said, if you guys need anything, just let me know. All right, I will see you guys back here in like 3 minutes, and I'm going to do a hair tutorial where I'll put in my hair extensions. So I will see you guys here in like 5 minutes.